I'm Steve Kainer with Hill Country Water Gardens and Nursery, and today I would like to talk about disappearing fountains. They're a low-maintenance, water-wise way to add a water feature to your yard. We're going to start off today with our reservoir. Today I brought a 2x2 reservoir. There's also larger 3x3, 4x4. Basically, you choose your reservoir based on the size of your water feature. If I were going to install this in my yard, I would take this water feature and I would actually bury it in the ground to where I left about 1 inch or so of the reservoir itself above ground. Okay? Once I have that installed, I'm going to place a couple of cinder blocks, in this case half cinder blocks because I'm using a 2x2, into the box. The cinder blocks are now going to help support my grate. My grate is this heavy-duty, 2-inch heavy-duty grate. It's going to sit right on top, fall right into place within the box. And the cinder blocks are going to help support the weight of the feature. What's going to happen next is I'm going to install my pump. What I brought today is a 250 gallon per hour pump. It's a great piece of machinery. It only uses 21 watts of electricity, so it's super efficient. I'm going to put this into my feature. I've removed the access panel. The access panel is actually cut into the grate, and it's a great way for you to get into your water feature after it's installed. So say your pump goes out or something like that, you remove the panel, push the gravel out of your way, and you'll be able to access anything that's going on. I put a couple of fittings on here to help me connect to my tubing. I'll connect to this here, and I'll basically slip this into the box. Put my filter back on, and I'm in good shape, and replace my access panel. Next, I'm going to take the mesh. The mesh is extremely important because what it's doing, what helps make this very low maintenance, is that once the mesh is in place and gravel is put on top of your mesh, nothing can get to your pump. So nothing's going to clog your pump, and that's what the true beauty of the feature is. Once I'm in place here, I'm secure, my mesh is covering everything, I'm ready to add my water feature. Today I've chosen a Big Bend stone. This is a hand-hewn stone, actually out of West Texas. You might want a little help to get this part installed. It's a little heavy. I'm going to take my tubing, I'm going to insert it into a pre-drilled hole in the bottom of the rock and position the rock however I want it on the feature. Thank you, Christopher. Once I have it in place, I position it to wherever the viewing side of the feature might be. I'm going to add a little bit of putty around the tubing where the hole was drilled so that when water is in my feature, it won't drain back into my box. At this point, I would start adding water and put gravel around the outside of the feature. Disappearing fountains are great for wildlife. It has clear, aerated water. It's a constant source for them. It's an efficient, low-maintenance thing for your backyard. Great water feature. For Backyard Basics, I'm Steve Kainer.